Welcome, it's Paige again and of Atomic Travels, and I'm always excited about bringing amazing people to you guys. And why not Brazil of all places, right?
Why not?
And today we have a Shiro superhero, done over 50 countries. She got me beat. Listen, that's the record that I'm going for, 50 for 50. We close,
All right.
40-ish,
Yeah,
about 40.
there you go.
Now can you tell the people who you are and where
Okay.
you're from?
I'm Valeria, and I am really kind of not from anywhere. I
Okay.
live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and what brought me there over my almost 71 years, my father was military,
Okay.
and so we moved around a lot. As a matter of fact, my first international country was when I was 11.
Wow.
We went to Turkey. And we were there about 2.5 years and learned some Turkish culture, learned some of the language. And I think at that point I was hooked on the idea of traveling and seeing the world.
Okay.
So after Turkey, we came to Texas. And I eventually spent my high school and college time there in Texas. And then I joined the Air Force.
Following steps.
Following in his footsteps and traveling the world. So I kind of ended up, I was stationed in Sicily, I was stationed in England, but as an athlete, I played on the softball team. And so I was able to travel all around Europe.
Oh, wow.
Play softball there. And so I have a jump start on the number of countries
Hey, listen.
that made up the 50.
Mm-hmm.
Although I have been back to some of those countries anyway. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, this trip in particular, how did you find out about it?
Okay, well, when I retired, I'd say 2012, I was in Indianapolis. I moved back to Texas. Wanted to be closer to where the rest of my family lived, and then my children eventually migrated from there, migrated to there. And so I'm sitting around. I really don't have a whole lot to do, don't know a lot of people. So I went on Meetup. I don't know if you remember that. Old timey stuff. And put in African American women, put in travel, and boom, this one group came up.
Oh, wow.
So it was called Girlfriends Abroad. And I ended up traveling with them, went to several places. And then with another group of ladies, I actually came to Brazil in 2014.
Oh, nice.
So this is kind of
so
a repeat trip.
You're a pro at this.
Yes. So throughout these other groups, another group was called uh, Girls in Motion. They traveled as well. So I've picked up a lot of countries that way. Well, one of my travel buddies, she had been scoping out CPT, change and pace. And so we delved into one of her trips to Cuba 2.5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So I've been to 3 or 4 trips with CPT. And when Brazil came on the calendar, I don't generally like to repeat places, but I said, I've gathered a slew of travel buddies throughout the other travels. And so we all said, let's go. Let's go. And plus, we came here to Salvador, which was different from the other trip. We went to just Rio the last time I came.
So I was going to ask, right, what's the difference? I'm one of those people that don't like to repeat countries until I've experienced as much as I can.
Yeah.
So what would you say you would take away from this trip versus your previous trip?
This trip, the history, the Afro-Brazilian culture was out of this world. The enslavery, the journey of the African continent to here, and the fact that it's 80% Black in this city. I mean, that just kind of blew my mind. I told my 95-year-old mother that on the phone yesterday, and she was She says,
elated.
"Oh my gosh," she says, "remember the history because I want to hear all about it." You know,
Yes,
so
yes.
that's what really drew me to this trip
Hmm.
was the fact that we were going to be visiting Salvador.
So, what do you look like? What do you look for when you travel?
I look for organization.
Okay.
If I'm going on a group trip,
Right, right,
you
right.
know, and I've hosted,
Hmm.
you know, put together several trips for friends and stuff.
Right.
But I like the ease of somebody else taking care of all those details
Oh
where I
yes.
don't have to think about
Just show up.
anything. Yes, just show up. And even though things don't go as planned,
Hmm.
um, that person in charge, they know how to, uh, you know,
Right.
navigate
Navigate.
and kick the goalposts, put the goalposts
Closer
closer.
to
Yes,
accomplishments.
yes.
Now, for me, I look for the next place I could call home. So that's what I kind of meant by what do you look for when
Ah,
you travel? Because,
ah.
like, I think so my parents are from Haiti. The next
Okay.
thing close to Haiti, for me, I would say, um, is Ghana as a very close second,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
the welcome
Oh
home.
yes.
We also went during the year to return, which was
Oh
400 years
wow.
later after the first
Wow.
ships left
Yes.
the coast, Cape Coast, and it was something that when you looked in the streets of Ghana, when you looked at the Ghanaian people, I remember what it looks like to be in the streets of Haiti. I remember what it feels like to be in that heat and that
Yes.
humidity and all of
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you look for when you travel?
Well, I like trips that can take me back.
Mm.
Take me back to that African heritage. And like you know, Ghana, I've been to Colombia, even in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
Savannah,
Mm-hmm.
and places like that, Charleston,
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, it's giving me
Goosebumps.
chills
Yeah,
already just
yeah.
thinking about the history. And could I live there? I mean, I don't know that I would move um, because I have children and grandchildren,
Right.
and
You got roots.
I got roots there, but um, I think I could. I think I could move abroad if it weren't for that.
Right,
And
right.
it would be a place like this. Um, I could do Ghana. I mean, you know, it's endless.
Oh,
It's
listen.
endless.
So, with that being said, right, having done 50 trips, cheat code, being in the military, Air Force specifically, because we don't want
Right.
mistaken branch, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
y'all are petty like that. With the 50 plus countries through military, through group trips, do you still have a bucket list?
I absolutely do.
Mm.
I am going to Australia in a couple of months,
Okay.
which will be my sixth continent.
Woo.
So, my bucket list is that seventh continent, the one that always seems to be a little bit out of reach. But I plan on doing it, and that's to Antarctica.
Got you.
I want to do what is the cold jump in the
Ooh, are you
jump in the
serious?
water?
Cold
Yes, sir.
plunge.
Cold plunge.
Ooh,
I want
you
to
come
do
back
that.
5 years younger.
How about that? Hey, that means I can hit 70 again.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Now, what did you do prior to retiring, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay. Well, for 35 years,
Mm-hmm.
I worked for the government in some capacity.
Right.
I was active duty, Air Force, Reserve Air Force, and then I worked for Defense Finance and Accounting
Right.
Service agency. So that was Department of Defense, and all of it was under the guise of an accountant.
Got it.
Yes,
got
I
it.
had a
So he
degree
was a
in
numbers
accounting.
person.
I was.
Okay.
I was. So I can kind of budget most of these trips, you know, with the money that comes in and the money that's going out.
Got you. Got you. Now, how has travel or traveling, right, whether it be through group trips or through the military, and those are two different experiences, right?
Yes.
Change your perspective on life.
Oh. It is opened up a plethora of views, viewpoints. Go to a different country, you see how they live, you appreciate how you might live where you are.
Right.
But the thing about it is, those people don't necessarily think they're having a bad time, a hard
Right,
time.
right.
That is what they know.
Mm.
And they don't know what they don't know.
Right, right.
So we shouldn't feel sorry for them
Mm-hmm.
because they're probably as happy as they can be.
Right.
You know, I just love to respect the culture, and enjoy it while I'm here, and respect the country itself,
Right.
and their beliefs and their culture, and don't say, well, they don't do that back home. You know, I'm
Right.
used to this back home. I'm not expecting it here.
Right.
So it has made me my lens has grown wider,
Nice.
so
Nice.
to speak.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, what do you say to people when they're like, "Oh, travel is not for me," or "I can't afford that"? Like, what are some things that you wish people knew about travel that somehow they've been conditioned that travel is not for them?
Well, I have a good friend who told me one time, I explained to her a couple of trips that I had planned and some that I've just been on, and she says, I have no desire to do all that. I'm happy for you, but there's no way. I'm not getting on a boat. I'm not getting on a plane and flying 6-7 hours. And, you know, you have to respect that.
Right.
But I think I had an advantage because I experienced it early in life and liked it. But what I would say to them, as far as, say, for instance, being able to afford it,
Right.
just put your money away a little bit at a time, you know, and if you do it once, you're gonna do it again because there's nothing
It's like Lay's
traveling.
potato chips. You
I
can't
said you
just
can't
have
only
one.
have one. Exactly, cannot.
Now,
So
if a person's interested in travel, so after hearing this, they're interested. Like, wow, she's been to 50 countries, and once again, don't judge a book by its cover.
yeah,
These seasoned women had me jaw drop climbing 200 flights of steps
yes,
to
yes,
Christ the Redeemer,
yes.
climbing up 200 steps at I can't
Celeron steps.
Celeron steps,
Yes,
and
yes.
didn't look twice about
Seasoned.
doing it. Didn't
Seasoned
look twice
women.
at doing it.
Yes.
So with that being said, what are some tips that you would give the next generation or somebody this your generation interested in traveling, but they feel like I've missed my time or I don't know where to start?
Well, the old adage is it's never too late to start.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me, I have a following on
she's a
on
socialite.
Facebook.
She's a socialite
No,
on
no,
Facebook.
I don't do it on purpose.
She
It's
said
just
following.
I like it when it comes up the next year and the
Mhm.
following year, and it just brings back that rush
Yes,
of
yes.
memories. But you know, I like to tag Change of Pace Travel or whatever group
Yes.
I'm traveling
Support
with.
those that support
Yes,
you.
and people have reached out to me,
Mhm.
and let me tell you, there's quite a few people even on this trip
Mhm.
that I've been responsible for them
Attending.
tagging along.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
So, you know, as far as other tips, just ask me, and I will, you know, tell you how to get in touch with Steve and Nasha and Change and Pace Travel, and you won't be disappointed.
Okay.
They'll take care of everything. You just make your payments and
Show up.
show up. Get on a plane and show up.
That part, that part. So, what's your favorite part of this trip? I mean, we are coming to an end, closely to an end. You know, darn near today's last day.
Yes.
What's been your favorite part? We've been here since last Saturday. Well, some of us since last Saturday, and we leave tomorrow morning, Saturday.
Okay.
So, what's been your favorite part?
I've got to say, the train up to see Christ the Redeemer, along with the Celeron steps. Now, I've done those before, both of them. I have pictures from 2014. But let me tell you, it was a completely different experience this
Oh,
time
wow.
around. And I attribute it to the company who I'm
Nice.
traveling with.
Right,
It makes a difference.
Mhm.
You know, this group has been amazing. I
Yes.
mean, I've connected with just about everyone. Well, first of all, I've known most of them already,
Right.
but the new people that I haven't met, you get their perspective,
Yes.
and we are so much more alike than
we
we
are.
give our credit,
Yes.
than we give
yes.
credit to. So that was the main difference. And again, I didn't go all the way up to the top on the Celeron
Okay.
steps
The first time.
12 years ago.
But you were ready this time around.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now, mind you, I had just had left knee replacement
wow.
surgery.
12 years ago?
12 years
Okay.
ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
3 months.
understandable.
3 months
That's
before.
understandable.
But none of them did.
Okay.
And they were a lot younger than me. we went up about 2 landings, and that
It was
was
like,
it.
all right, photo shoot,
That's
and that's
it. That's it.
You know, one of the things that I also like to touch on, well, I'm gonna talk on two things. First, what are your thoughts on the increase of men, especially on these trips? Because there is this connotation that black men don't travel, and when you do see it, it's probably something crazy from the past.
Yes.
But what are your thoughts on, you know, Steve is excited seeing more black men on the trips. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree. We usually are just a group of women,
Mhm.
which is okay. You have a sisterhood going on, but I like to see the addition of men coming, black men coming on the trip with us, because it's kind of like they are our guardians, our our
Centurions.
protectors.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, we started the conversation with this little girl that had to go to Turkey
Mm-hmm.
because their dad was on a military base.
Yes.
If that little girl were to look forward and see the person who you become, what would she say?
You nailed it. Yep. Yep. I mean, I don't know if I had an idea of how it would be 60 years later or so, but I'm pleased. Yeah, yeah. I'm happy. The progression, the um, the the travel life, the determination to make sure that that was going to be what my focus was once I retired.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I bring to you another heroine.
Heroin?
Yes.
Yes.
And another great interview, and I appreciate you so much.
And I thank you for asking.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well, that's Paige from Atomic Travels. We are on location here in Bahia, Brazil. And until next time, stay safe, travel more. Peace.